Oh,
It will be there taking your hand. You lead the unknown. You can't walk away. For some reason, it wants to take you, having no clue. You don't want to stay. It will be there taking your hand. You lead the unknown. You can't walk away. For some reason, it wants to take you, having no clue. You don't want to stay. Like a broken soul in a wonderland without angels. This is how I feel when the mirror shows me a stranger. Yeah. And I know they're just fragments of a world where your absence all I get to see. Take me back to the planet where you and I are still meant to be. hesitate. I wanna forget you, but you pull me in. I know this ocean is far too wide. I wanna forget you. Let me forget you. Push and pull, but you repel me, giving up this fight. Love and hate, we've learned the lines. I'm giving up this fight. You've lost, but I don't feel I have won. I wanna forget you, but only time will heal. Too late to erase the bad we've done. I wanna forget you. Let me forget you. Push and pull, but you repel me, giving up this fight. Love and hate, we've learned the lines. I'm giving up this fight.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Clash Royale, sponsored by GFUEL. We got an exciting tournament for you today. Sudden Death, how are you doing, my friend?
I am doing just fine. Only got a few hours of sleep. It is what it is. I'm very excited to get to these matches today. We got some crazy matches. We have Seton back, who won the Pekka tournament a few months back. We'll have to see if he can maybe win this one again. We got a lot of exciting competition today inside of the clan.
Let's go ahead and take a look at how this tournament is going to work. Taking a look over at the brackets, we've got 16 OP players today. It is going to be single elimination every single round, starting with 16 going to 8, then 4, and then the championship ending in a best of 3. Just like Sudden Death just said, Seton is the reigning champion. We'll see how he does today. But we're going to get these matches set up. It'll be interesting to see. I haven't really been in the competitive space much, just playing casual and ranked, so I'm curious to see what decks we see. Probably a lot of golems. What else are we going to see today, Sudden?
I would not be surprised if we see some Mega Knight action coming in. Mega Knight and potentially Sparky. Been seeing a lot of that up here around the 4,000 mark. Definitely been kicking my butt just a little bit. And then, of course, the popular Tornado Executioner combination, or even Tornado Wizard combination. Or if you're feeling really special, you could use all 3 of those cards and kind of have an unfair advantage over your opposing enemy. Also, Goblin Barrel, definitely going to be something we're going to see in a lot. Probably getting in there, trying to get a little bit of chip damage off as fast as possible. Maybe bring in a giant or something. Drop that Goblin Barrel right on top of one of the towers. Drop the tower potentially by about 100 health.
Goblin Barrel really strong in the current meta. It's something I've been using. It's just, if you don't deal with it, you just chip, chip, chip like you said. And one of the most exciting things about today's stream is sudden death. You got your very own game mode.
I do got my very own game mode. Sudden Death Challenge.
I love that.
I called the guys up over at Supercell, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I need a challenge. I need an ego boost. And they said, all right, we got you. We already know the game mode. You know, if it goes back down 3 minutes, it goes to Sudden Death mode. So I was like, why don't we do a Sudden Death Challenge? They hooked us up. They did it a couple months ago. Doing it again. I win it all the time because I got the hacks, you know what I'm saying? But you guys haven't entered already. Do it. It's a lot of fun. A lot of gold on the line as well.
Absolutely. We're getting the first match on deck. Let me just DM these guys real quick. But yeah, sudden death. I want my own eye chase challenge. Probably not going to happen, but that's pretty cool. You got to do a video on that.
I know, right?
Capture this moment. All right, we're going to go over to the gameplay now. We're going to go with our first 2, which I believe is going to be Slender versus Seton. Let's check it out.
Nishi Dulip, I probably butchered her name, wants a shout out. I don't give shout outs. No way, man.
All right, here we go.
We're in.
Spectate time. Slender versus Seton.
We got Slender versus Seton. All right, this is big here, guys. Again, Seton is the reigning champion from the PEGA tournament. So we'll have to see how it goes down here. If he chokes or not. He's got a decent amount of pressure I can already see.
Just like we said, Goblin Gang and Goblin Barrel. We're going to see an arrows and a log. Seton getting the elixir advantage there, using only 2 elixir to take care of the Goblin Gang. So he's going to be up quite a bit. He's probably going to lay down now. Here comes the Princess. And the Goblin Barrel. Boy, did we call that one, didn't we?
Ooh. Looks like what we're seeing here is log bait type decks. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some minions or even a minion horde coming in here for either side. We got log and arrows on the side for Slender here. Slender bringing in that nice hog right there. But he's gonna drop down that Inferno Tower. Gonna melt him pretty quick. Interesting seeing the Inferno Tower put down. Maybe I personally been really enjoying using the Inferno, or not the Inferno Tower, the Hidden Tesla. Does a lot of damage really quick and only costs 4 elixir. Doesn't quite melt like the Inferno Tower does, but if the Inferno Tower gets zapped,
both these guys are using a very similar combination of cards, except Slender's using Hog, Seton's opting for the Knight and Inferno Tower to defend. But it's actually very close to a build that I'm currently using. Nice log to keep his Princess in play.
Very nicely played.
This is going to overtime for sure. You see both these guys have perfect counters. Both have arrows. One has Princess, one has arrows, and they both have log. So Seton doing some chip damage there.
Seton's probably going to bring in a push here. We see him dropping an Ice Spirit. Going to be a Hog Rider or a Log.
Here comes that Goblin Barrel. Does he have the arrows? Oh,
very
there's a
interesting
log.
Choice. Wow.
And another Princess.
Very interesting choice. A little bit of chip damage. You see what Seton's doing there? That Ice Spirit hit, only doing a little bit of damage, but still doing a little bit of damage. And
log.
Doesn't matter.
Great defense by Seton there. Knew it was going to happen. And that's an even elixir trade there. Here comes Goblin Gang. Does he have anything to stop? He's going to have to put down his own Goblin Gang to defend. Pull to the middle. And let's see what these Spear Goblins can do. Can they connect to the tower? Going to be able to get a couple hits off finally. There comes that log. At what point do you throw that Goblin Barrel off to the corner, Sudden? Try to make a miss.
I don't know. You probably hear coming up soon when it starts getting really, really fast here. We haven't seen Zeton's last card. We haven't seen Slender's last card. I would not be surprised if they have rockets.
Oh,
I would not be surprised at all.
For sure.
I would be betting. At
Look
least
at
Zeton
that.
has a rocket because I've not seen really any.
Slender just connected in a big way with that Hog Rider, taking that tower down to 846. That was a huge misplay by Seton, where that Inferno Tower basically was just a waste, not doing any damage at all, and he was able to get to the Crown Tower with the Hog.
Slender does have the rocket here. It's only going to take 2 to drop that down. I believe within tournament standards, that should only take 2 to drop it down. 2 rockets.
Look at Slender doesn't have rocket though. He just revealed his last card, which was an Inferno Tower.
Inferno Tower. Okay, so this is big.
He's gonna
have to get up there.
This could keep Seton in the game. If Seton does happen to have a rocket, he can just defend and rocket away. Here comes a Goblin
That's right
Barrel.
on top of the tower again. Very interesting choice to see him not place it anywhere else. Maybe over to the side a little bit. Oh, this is a crazy push
This is
right here.
spam. This is a big push. Gonna do a little bit of damage. Gonna get a few hits. Down 200. Nice Goblin Barrel placement there. I love this deck. These decks are really fast. One little misplay and it's gonna make you pay. Slender's looking a little bit better position right now. Let's see if Seton can stay alive. Our reigning champion potentially going down in the very first round. Quite exciting.
Quite exciting indeed. No, there's a lot of pressure on him right now, but really it's anybody's game right here. Totally possible. Gotta have that nice log placement here. Bring that log in nice. And ooh, once again, right on top of the tower. If he had put it back a little farther and missed that log, especially when he spent so much elixir, Slender spent so much elixir pushing up there on his tower, might have been able to get a little bit extra hits off.
And now we're to a point where in a normal match, that match would have just ended, but of course in tournament mode and friendly battles, you've got 3 minutes of overtime rather than the 1 in a standard ranked match. Good log placement, and I'm still wondering, nobody has thrown that Goblin Barrel off to the bottom corner. Either one of them would have had a miss log, and there it is! Finally, oh, and it doesn't work though. He was waiting for it. Can Seton pull this off? He's still hanging in there if he could just keep defending. What if these guys go a minute 30? Oh, this is a big push, and he's going to throw it off to the side. That's a great placement there. Yes, it is. That tower's going to go down. That tower is going to go down. All he needs is a log.
Oh my gosh, 6.
It is game.
That's it.
GG's. GG's to Slender. Vancy taking Seton out, the reigning champion. I can't believe it.
Going down first round. Well played there to both of them. Wow.
Very exciting.
Hey, Chase, if you want to check Twitter for just 1 second, I'm going to say hey to the chat. Pro Sheen Gaming. Clickbait where? Android Gamer, what's going on? Thank you for stopping by the stream. Looks like an Ali A type profile picture there. I like that a lot. Burger, what's going on? Thank you for stopping by the stream, man. Let's hop over here to Twitch. What is going on? How everybody doing over here? I see ya. I see ya. Yes, we're playing Clash Royale. That is correct. No, the tournament is closed. We've already accepted our 16 players. We will not be handing out the password to anybody else. Yeah, Slender had a good placement indeed. Groovy over here. ProNab, Clash Royale Gaming. Yeah, I believe he did. I believe Seton did have a rocket. Did he ever show the rocket?
No.
Yeah. So
I don't
Seton
remember
did have a
seeing
rocket.
it.
Really interesting he didn't show his rocket. I am really intrigued why he didn't do that. He could have continued playing defense. If he'd cycled right, he could have had that. I don't know. Very, very interesting to see him not play that rocket. Groovy Lash, what's going on? I am popping. I'm popping out of my seat right now. I got the G Fuel going right into my veins. I am feeling wonderful right now. How you doing, man? How you doing? Seton going down there. Unfortunate. We get into the next match here really, really soon. We got 17 players online. That's not something you see every day.
Definitely. That's a ton of people online. And we had, I think, at one point, 14 people spectating that match live.
Yeah, 14 people.
Oh, okay.
Screen looks good for me. That's the
yeah,
interesting
they're saying
thing.
the overlay's good. I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually using the iPad Pro today. I'm going to go ahead and
that's a 10.5 inch, right?
Yeah, I'm just going to restart my window here just a second for the gameplay. Make sure I take
how
the
you like
filter
it?
away. It's a big screen, man. It takes a little getting used to. But it's gorgeous. I mean, the quality of the image is so stinking good. I love it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get a new iPad, so I'm thinking I'm going for the 10.5 inch.
And it's fast.
Yeah, I
Fast
know. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really fast. It's awesome.
Especially just for YouTube, the Air 2 is what I'm using right now. Is still it's like it's right there on that line between still good enough and just about to fall over and about to start sucking.
Yeah.
So it looks like the next matchup will be Pro Noob versus Sid PvP. You guys have followed Clash Royale, Sid PvP. Pro Noob, I believe, is over here in the Mobile Esports YouTube chat. Pro Noob Clash Royale Gaming. Love to see how well he does. Hop back over to Chase's channel. What's going on, everybody?
There we go, baby.
KO Beats wants a shout out, guys. I don't give shout outs. Stop asking for them. Don't even do it. Ghost King says he hates me. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. All right, we're in the game. Here we go.
Gosh, the
All
love.
right. I love the love here in the community. It's absolutely amazing. Here we go.
Oh,
Ooh, start with the
Bandit, baby.
PvP. Love the Bandit play.
And it's got
Bandit
its
is
charge
my
up.
favorite cards.
Once
Ooh,
that Bandit is
Ice Wizard.
charging, cannot stop. There's a even elixir trade, no damage done either side. That's an interesting place for the Furnace. Like an easy spell can take that out. Usually I place that further away from the Crown Tower.
That's big having that. In fact, ooh, we're coming in with the Graveyard and Poison. That's big right there. It's gonna take out his goblins.
See how much damage he
help
does.
Take out almost everything.
That's
but
a
I
lot
did
of
heck
elixir
a lot
to
of
use.
damage, honestly.
But he took out the
pretty much
Furnace.
He did take out the Furnace. It was a pretty good trade, but not a heck of a lot of damage on either side here. I've been using Valkyrie pretty much in every single deck because of Graveyard. I was like, she is a must-have. Ooh, P.E.K.K.A.
P.E.K.K.A,
Go
there
back
we
to
go.
the P.E.K.K.A tournament here. Coming in with
Big,
the
heavy
P.E.K.K.A.
7 elixir P.E.K.K.A. Yeah, Valkyrie is good. I also like just placing 2 archers just below, but if they bring a poison, that could come to hurt you. But 2 archers do a great job at clearing out the graveyard as well. Got some interesting decks here.
Cannon card. That is not a card we see used very. It's a card I don't see.
No,
used
and he's
very
gonna
much
use
at
it
all.
for
I've been
defense.
sitting up there around the 4,300 range, and I have not seen it
There's
at all.
that
Here comes the
tornado.
tornado playing. Cannon
The
card,
most
very well
annoying
fit.
card in the game, don't you agree? I freaking hate that tornado. It pisses me off
Yeah,
so much.
It really is. It's so overpowered.
I'm surprised they haven't
yeah.
nerfed it. It can kill such a big push like nothing else. It's really strong
And
for the elixir.
The radius is one of the biggest things for me. It is huge.
It kind of
is
reminds me of
massive.
you remember in the beginning of the game when the freeze radius was so big and they kept making it smaller?
Yes.
I'm surprised they haven't done that with tornado or make it cost 4 elixir. I feel like it's a 4 elixir card the way it is now.
I'd let honestly a 4 elixir card and a little bit smaller of a radius would be very nice. I can't say how many times I've had to push on each side of the tower, and somehow they managed to place it right in the middle.
Exactly.
Almost right in the middle, and they get everybody. It's like, are you kidding me?
The worst is when they're using the tornado and executioner, and he throws out his battle axe, and it's just like, oh my gosh, that makes me rage more than anything else.
It's instant melt right here. All right, interesting push here. We coming from Pro Noob. Bring it in that
There it comes again.
Graveyard. Bringing in also the poison. This is going to be a
He
good
says
amount of
oops
damage.
there.
With the oops. This is a massive amount of damage coming in.
Woo! Dang.
That is going to hurt.
That's his push, man. That's so strong and hard to counter. And he's defending well. Pro Noob seems to be controlling the board right now.
So I'd say the biggest mistake here for PvP is using that P.E.K.K.A as his main defense. Or his main offense, excuse me.
Yes.
Great defensive card, but that's only the card he's relying on for his defense. Offense, well, I can't keep it
right.
straight. The only other thing you could do here is potentially sneak in a bandit on the left
gonna
side
be
and try to do
tough.
some damage, but he hasn't done that yet. This is just not working at all.
Tornado,
Ice Wizard will
cannon card,
absolutely melt
log,
everything.
and just absolutely melts that rush. But Sutton is absolutely right. You want to use P.E.K.K.A to defend and then counter push with it. When you're using your P.E.K.K.A as your main push, it's just too expensive. So
it's too expensive, and he's distracted, or she is distracted so easily. Definitely, gets
another
to the tower,
mistake
can do some
here.
massive damage. Difficult.
Let me know if you agree with this. Another mistake here where he's placing both furnaces behind that crown tower, allowing that poison to take out crown tower damage and 2 furnaces. I mean, you want to talk about an elixir trade. That's rough, and the tornado's going to come out again.
Not a good move at all. Put it over here in the middle. Have to make him decide, do I want to go for any troops that are going to be taking out my graveyard, or do I want to take out that furnace? He doesn't have to decide at all. He's just putting it right there in the middle and doing massive damage. All right, now at this point, he's got 2 minutes, 6 seconds left here on the clock. All he's got to do is poison and log, and that's going to be a
here comes
GG.
the bandit on the
Try
left
for the bandit
side.
on the left side. It's
Can
a
he
little
do
too
it?
late.
Nope. Ice Golem is a great card right now. I feel it's one of the strongest cards in the game. I think it's so much value for 2 elixir. It's got a lot of health, a little bit of freeze when he dies.
There it is.
That's the game.
GG. You know what the best counter for Prince is, in my opinion. The best counter for Prince is Princess. You can, not Princess, excuse me. I can't keep names straight in my head. Bandit. If you take Bandit and she does her charge of the Prince, he will stop his charge and will not do any damage to her. So the charge hit will not go through. And then you can go ahead and drop something in front of her, like a Goblin Gang or Ice Golem, to go ahead and continue tanking any rest of his lance hits.
Yes, definitely. And we are getting a little bit of twitchiness. I don't know why this is happening. It only happens when we go into gameplay. And they said,
I'm seeing a little bit of twitchiness now, yeah.
what's it do? Just
It's
like a flash?
it's flickering just a little bit. I don't know.
We'll
Try to fix this guys as fast as possible. OBS.
What if we stop the stream and
Stop
immediately
the animation.
restart?
Stop the animation. See if that fixes it.
Okay. Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, we got the animation running right now, which we absolutely love, but unfortunately, we're having a little problems with the screen flickering while in game. Potentially, that's it, because OBS is an interesting software. Maybe it's just freaking out a little bit. I'm not sure.
Yeah, let me take out those sources and see what happens. Should I? Okay, so we stopped the animation. Should I do anything else?
I'd see what that looks like
Okay.
there.
We'll give this a try without the animation, guys. If it's still happening, then what I'll do, we'll stop the stream briefly. I'll lower the settings in the encoder, and then we'll just immediately restart. So we'll be back in like literally 10, 15 seconds. But I apologize for the flicker. I'm not sure why that's happening in the stream. But anyways, Pro Noob takes out Sid PvP, which, by the way, Sid PvP, we didn't talk about this. He is in a few tournaments I was running back in the day, early days of Clash Royale. Sid PvP was a constant winner. I think he won 2 or 3 of the tournaments that I ran last year. So congratulations to Pro Noob knocking Sid PvP out.
But gotta give props to Sid PvP. Continue. I don't know if that's his playstyle. I've played him a couple times. I believe that is more of his playstyle. Just sticking to that playstyle, especially in the current meta. That playstyle is so difficult. You got to use one set of cards to really have success. It's difficult to use something you really want to use just because of the current meta. You got to use the Golem, or you got to use the Tornado Executioner just to have a lot of success in game. And it's interesting to see a P.E.K.K.A deck like that.
Yeah, if it was... Maybe if he was going to get somebody with like a tanky deck, Royal Giant or Golem or something like that, P.E.K.K.A would have been a nice counter, but it just wasn't the right deck. All right, we're about to go. Let's hit it, guys. Let me know if it's twitching again. I hope not. Let's spectate. I took the animation out. Island versus Legend of Hero. And there's an elixir pump right in front of the King's Tower, and a rocket immediately. And the good thing that rocket was well placed. If he had hit that king, it would have activated him, but he just targeted the elixir tower only. I don't know either one of these players, so we'll see what decks they bring. That's our first elixir pump of the tournament. Oh, we got a
coming
three
in
musketeer.
with a 3 musketeer deck. Very interesting.
Wow, gotta love it.
Something I've been seeing. I've seen this deck 3 times. Mirrored 3 musketeers. It's a lot of elixir. I wonder if that's going to be a potential to see here.
That's a ton of elixir. Holy crap. Oh, man.
It is a ton of elixir.
Almost getting in the tower. Now, I wonder if he's got a heal. He
only
doesn't.
lost once to it. But it is crazy.
You know what was so strong for a long time, Sudden, is you would do 3 musketeer split, 1 on one side, 2 on the other, and then depending on where they tried to counter you, you use a heal to keep your musketeers alive.
Yes.
That was so hard to stop, but a little bit of a nerf on the heal, so I don't see it quite as much.
Really a great counter to the 3 musketeers is just a log. Because they're usually going to split them. Doing a log on one side with a zap wizard dropping on top of them will pretty much eliminate both of them, and then using a Valkyrie on the side where there's only one of the musketeers is a great way to counter that push. Usually goes
great push.
That's
Legend of
massive
Hero.
damage here.
That tornado did not kill that minion horde, and the miner was tanking for him, taking the shots from the crown tower, and then the minion horde with barely any health came in and just absolutely destroyed that tower. Man, that's where Arrows beats Tornado in that scenario, and he doesn't have a really good counter for the minion horde except for his executioner, but unfortunately he wasn't cycled and didn't have it ready in his deck.
Yeah, really, the only counters he's got here is going to be his Executioner, the Tornado, and the Ice Spirit. If you do land an Ice Spirit, and then the Tornado will eliminate them, or even have the Goblin Gang help eliminate them with an Ice Spirit, just drop him down a little bit. Going to press the Tornado in to do a little bit of damage to those Musketeers.
Maybe he's going to try a lot. And Executioner on that side. Here comes the Battle Ram. It's an interesting strategy by Island. I don't understand the Tornado on the 2 Musketeers
here.
And then leaving him completely alone. Here comes the log. That's going to be all she wrote. 620 there, and he's going to do another split Musketeer push. Going to defend with the one on the left and push with the 2 on the right. And another Tornado there. Going to try and rocket, but the rocket's late. So he only gets 2. Need to get that rocket off a little bit quicker. Battle Ram. He's playing this very, very well. This is a great 3 Musketeer deck we're seeing from Legend of Hero. I mean, this is our most dominating win so far, where he's literally taken out all 3
right there,
all 3
last
towers.
second. Woo! Very impressive.
How are we looking for the... is there any flickers, guys, or is that all fixed?
It's looking like it's good. I'm not seeing any flickers, so I'm
Let's see
thinking
what
it
it
was
says.
the background. I don't think.
Thank you, Sudden. All right, so it was the animation. That just means, yeah, it didn't like that. It didn't like that that animation. So let's see. Hey, Sudden, you got any G Fuel on deck?
I do. It's actually in my freezer. I
I'm
should go grab it.
I'm thirsting for it right now.
I already had one cup this morning to wake me up, and I am preparing another cup. So I actually know what? I'll dip out, go grab that, and I'll be right back.
Dip out. I'll hang out with the stream for just a bit. Guys, thanks for your patience. We got rid of the flicker. It was a stinking animation, so hey, you know, we're got a black background now, but that's all right. Doing just fine. Alan goes down. Legend goes forward. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the bracket. We'll review what's happened. In match number 1, we saw Slender take out the reigning champion, Seton. Then we saw Pro Noob take out a multi-champion, Sid PvP. And now we see Legend of Hero take out Alan. So a lot of upsets early on, guys. We're 3 matches in, 5 matches left for the first round. And then we will continue on. But appreciate everybody hanging out today. It's been real. Let's go ahead and say what's up to the chat. Chat's going nuts right now. What's up, T.O. Beats? What's up, Silent26? Silent says there was no flickers with the animation, no flickers without the animation. Some people saw it depending on, we're multi-streaming out, depending on if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube. So maybe it was Twitch that was having the issues. Dylan says, you still play Clash Royale? I thought you quit. I play every day, bro. It's every day, bro. I haven't missed a golden free chest. Probably like, I don't know, 3-4 months. Every day in a row, I always play. I just don't make that many videos on anymore, but you can tell by my commentary that I know this game very well. So, yeah. In fact, watch this. I'll show you this real quick. This will be interesting for you guys. You will now see, this is my profile, okay? So what you're going to see here is Stats Royale, 5,087 wins. So, yeah. I've played this game quite a freaking bit.
5,087.
5,087 wins, guys. Go ahead and check your stats. I guarantee you don't have more wins than me.
No, I don't have that many. I have 3,823.
You're at 3,000.
And I have been told that's a lot of wins. 3,823 right there.
And I'm at 5,000 wins. Just think about that and I've got 1,852 3-crown wins. In fact, check your stats right now, chat, and you tell me right now how many wins do you have? 3-crown wins. I would bet that I have more 3-crown wins than most of you have overall wins. That's how I roll, baby. I know life it. Welcome back, Sudden. How's that G Fuel tasting today?
G Fuel is tasting great. I just used the last little bit of my rainbow sherbet, which has been an absolutely amazing flavor. However, I think I'm going back to green apple because I got the soft spot in my heart for green apple. But if you're into the more dessert side of things, Rainbow Sherbet is absolutely amazing. Of course, you guys can use code esportsmobile to get 10% off your purchase of anything on G Fuel's website. So, want to pick up the Rainbow Sherbet flavor? Maybe go for that new strawberry shortcake flavor. I heard you can mix it with milk, and you're getting like a strawberry shortcake milkshake yogurt type thing, which I also really want to try. I know what I'm doing with my Christmas money.
Very nice. Big discounts. Big discounts on the G Fuel. G Fuel is just such an amazing story. What I love about G Fuel is the fact that they've partnered with creators like us, and they've just gone a completely different marketing route than the standard commercial. They realize the power of community, and they really, really support esports and video gamers particularly, which is really nice. Okay, I think we're about to start with the next match. I hope it doesn't get glitchy again.
It's still flickering.
It is?
I don't know. It's
I don't think
it just twitched. Something said just twitched.
It might have when I was switching scenes, but hopefully it's okay now. We're actually live in a match, Craft Games AC versus Kais. Ton of people spectating right now. Let's see what we get.
We do gotta get a lot of people spectating.
Now, I am curious when we will see the mighty Golem make his appearance. It has not happened yet. In fact, we're seeing probably card favorites right now is Goblin Gang. Has been a popular card. Executioner, Knight, and Poison. Those are probably the most popular cards right now. Goblin Gang, Goblin Barrel. We're going to see a similar deck from Kais that we saw first round with Seton. Running
You guys
Goblin
are using
Gang and Goblin
Golem
Barrel.
just because of me. I gotta say thank you. Don't think that's the case, but yeah, I'm really intrigued. We haven't seen Golem at all.
That's right. That's right. In fact, yeah, if you didn't know, that is Sutton's most favorite card in the game.
Oh yes, indeed. Sarcasm, totally
He
intended there.
hates that card. Whenever I use Golem, I can push up and rank so fast, but I heard
Oh
somebody.
my god, it's so easy. That's what's so irritating to me.
You just smash a bunch of stuff behind it and let him do work.
Oh, well, not even that. He does so much when he gets to the tower. It's almost a guarantee you're gonna get him to the tower. It's so difficult not to. I mean, because you can easily put a Mega Minion,
Right.
a Golem, and then just use a Zap spell to take that Inferno Tower out. He gets to the tower. He's doing massive damage when he explodes. It's crazy.
He does do a ton of damage, and the fact that if you put, say, a minions or goblins on him, when he explodes, he does a fair amount of damage to those troops as well.
Indeed.
He's very, very, very strong. But
All right, so
8
interesting
elixir.
deck here by Kraft. Kraft is using looks like a Rocket Cycle type deck, and gonna do his best to just do damage there. But those goblins doing a decent amount of damage, dropping that tower by 300 more health. Get the princess over here on the left side, doing a good amount of damage, dropping it down. I don't know why he isn't taking her out.
He's letting that princess just work, and he's gonna put a ice goblin on it. Here comes the executioner finally. I think
he's
Kais
definitely
has
in
this
trouble
I think Kais has this locked down right now. He's got so much damage on both towers.
If Kais were to choke this would be very, very this would be a big
Two
choke.
princesses now.
So difficult to build choke.
You know what Kais is doing well is he's keeping his princesses alive. I don't know if he's doing it well or Kraft just isn't focusing on it, but the princesses are really doing a lot of chip damage while he's not really paying attention. He just doesn't have a lot of counters. There we go, some skeletons. That's what he should have been bringing out.
Kraft doesn't have a log in his deck, which he either doesn't have it or he opted not to use it. And if he opted not to use it, that's a huge mistake. Huge mistake not to use that card.
Considering the popularity of Goblin Gang and Goblin Barrel, I believe Log is a must in just about every single deck out there. It's such a powerful card for 2 elixir, and you get really good positive elixir trades. There's the rock to finish it off.
Very nicely played there by him.
That's match number 4. We've got 4 matches left. We'll get the next one going as soon as we can. How we doing on the flicker?
Flickering like a bird?
Good.
I don't know.
We're good. Yeah, we're good.
Looks like we're good.
Yeah.
Must have been that crazy circuitry in my background. I had to turn that off, guys. Just stuck with the black background now.
That's circuitry. Oh, here
Circuitry
we go.
on point.
We're moving.
Games 360 looking for a friendly battle. Going up against almost accepted right there. That would have been interesting to say the least.
Dude, that's like that muscle memory. You just see green and you want to click. By the way, guys, check this out. I want to show this real quick. Sutton, if you want to hop over to stream and check this out as well, I have this sweatshirt right now, which I've never really shown before, but you see what that says? It says Royale, the crown.
Yes, yeah.
That is a sweatshirt I bought from Gaming with Molt, and he still didn't shout me out, so screw you, Molt! No, I'm just kidding. I thought it was cool looking sweatshirt, little hoodie sweatshirt. It's nice.
Oh! That's
I hate that.
Triggering the King Tower. That's a big deal right there, especially now because you can just use that tornado to pull cards right in the center there, and you can have all 3 towers shooting at him. Gonna melt really quickly, especially against this hog deck. But
Mega Knights. Sutton and I were talking about that in the beginning. He was predicting a lot of Mega Knights, and we just see our first 2 Mega Knights, and they happen to be playing in the same match. Do you have Mega Knight unlocked, Sutton?
Excuse me?
Do you have Mega Knight on? Oh, and a Pekka to counter. Do you have Mega Knight unlocked?
I have all the cards. Yes, I have Mega Knight.
You know, Sutton's least favorite card is Golem. My least favorite card is Tornado. I freaking hate that card.
Tornado ties. I think I'll give a tie on that one.
Games 360 had to use Bandit to try to counter, and now he's going to use a Tornado. He's having to use a ton of elixir. You see, Manu 21 has about a 3-4 elixir advantage right now, and he's using the Pekka in the right way. Wouldn't you say? He used it to counter.
Bring that hog in. Yeah, definitely. He uses to counter the Mega Knight. Great counter for the Mega Knight. When Mega Knight first came out, a lot of people were using it. I was using a Pekka deck just to counter that Mega Knight. Great counter on him. And very interesting to see him place that Goblin Hut so close to the river. Gonna bring in a Knight in to tank.
Yeah, that's a dangerous spot. I mean, that Wizard's gonna connect and start doing net damage on that Goblin Hut right now without being in range of the Crown Tower. But Mega Knight's gonna smash him up with.
This is a big push here coming in for him.
Oh my gosh, that hog is stuck! That hog is stuck! He can't get through! That was funny, bro. Oh my gosh.
That is See the hog. The hog can jump over many things, but it can't jump over a knight. Log.
No, that was strange. He almost should have placed that hog in the middle of the river. Wow, good defense. Good defense.
Questions about the Vainglory tournament, guys. The Vainglory tournament will be streamed on the Mobile Esports YouTube and Twitch channel later today. I believe that stream is going to be 12:30 p.m. Pacific time or 3:30 p.m. EST time. I will be casting with Endless and potentially another VG caster as well. So once again, that'll be on the Mobile Esports YouTube channel and Twitch channel.
Another
Tornado coming in, as you
tower.
see, doing massive damage here. All those three of those cards.
Endless is, I love Endless. I'm glad you're casting with him. I'm a big fan. He's a really good guy.
Now, can he? Okay, he's gonna go for that pump in the back.
You know, it's interesting. Normally, you wouldn't play a pump this late in the game, but it's the fact that both of them still have 2,000 plus life left on their crown towers. So there's a lot of time left on the clock. 3 minutes in overtime. Why not throw a pump down? Try to get a little bit of an advantage.
And you got double elixir as well, so you're gonna gain that 6 back pretty quick.
Oh,
I'm gonna drop a bandit behind my tower here to defend.
Here comes the Hog Rider. Gonna get 2 hits off. And down to 1,700. There it was. Had that Electro was not gone down that. And here comes a push.
Look at Manu. He's just sitting here with max elixir.
What is he doing?
He was sitting there at least for 4 or 5 seconds with max elixir. Not a good move. Would have tried at least to drop something a little lower on health. Now we still haven't seen him. He's still got 1 card he hasn't shown. Potentially a rocket. I'm not sure. It'd be a really heavy deck if he has a rocket in here.
Double elixir pump. He has to lay down quick, just like you said. Now with his double elixir pump, he's gaining like 1 to 2 elixir per second. He's getting elixir really fast, and he's going to overwhelm with the Hog Rider and get pulled in by the Tornado. I mean, 1,400 right there. I think the tightest, and he's sitting on the max elixir again. Sudden, you're right. He needs to get those off a little bit quicker to take advantage of these pumps. But right now, I think that the favor is in Manu's favor. If he can stop this and get another Hog Rider down on that right crown tower, we'll see what happens.
Indeed.
Boy, good.
Good P.E.K.K.A. placement. I'm trying to come out strategy. Continue chipping over here. Ooh, coming in with that, but he's got arrows. So
tornado. Oh, that's yeah. That was aggressive, and he's gonna tornado right now. No, he's gonna bandit Electro Whiz. Hog Rider doesn't get to the tower.
Drop the bandit behind the tower so she can do the charge. The E-Wiz will stun the hog long enough to let her do your charge. That hog would have gotten 0 hits off. I believe he didn't get a hit off anyways, but there was a potential chance he would have gotten that hit off. So,
you know what's really interesting is without intentionally doing it, Games 360 is chipping on that right crown tower, and the way he's doing it, just with what he's countering with his Electro Whiz going up, countering the hog, and then moving up, he's been able to do damage. Hog Rider's going to connect. 1 hit and the tornado. Oh gosh, that's annoying. And this is a push.
Oh my gosh, that knight's still there, going to do massive damage. Wow, this is so close. We got 40 seconds here. What happens if they die? I guess they go again.
Why did he pump with 40 seconds left? That doesn't make any sense. You're not going to get out of it what you put in with that little time. You need over a minute.
Well, especially defense-wise, I wouldn't be worried about it.
Right. I mean, you got 2,000 health on that on that tower.
Well, the more elixir you can get here, I don't know.
It's just, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
this is it.
This is big.
He's going to tornado. He's going to tornado.
He's got to drop that bandit. He's got to drop that bandit. No, that's it.
No.
That's all. No, maybe not.
Nope. We're going to go into a rematch.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to a rematch. There's going to hit. Down to 300. Are you kidding me? 1 second left. It's a tie. It's a freaking tie.
Wow.
That close. All right, let's tell him to replay it.
What just happened, ladies and gentlemen? Sudden's cam is lagging, says Bionic Dragon. Seriously? Yeah, it is lagging just a little bit.
Yeah, guys, something. It is what it is. We'll fix later.
Wow, there were like 100 messages got sent all at once.
Dang, boy. Dang.
Wow, that was crazy. Now, are they allowed to switch decks? I believe the rules state they can switch decks.
Yeah, let's clarify that in the chat right now with them. Let's see.
Absolutely insane.
Let's see. Is switching decks allowed? Mega Knight pissed off the hog. Oh, man. The battle tempo was so slow. All right.
Yeah, switching decks is allowed. That's what I thought. I just want to check on that. So will you switch a deck? That'll be an interesting decision to see if you'll switch a deck or not. Here we go.
What would you do? Would you switch?
Well, I could switch to try to counter the deck. But then again, if my opponent switches his deck, I don't know. I think it'd probably be best to switch just to try to make it a little different. But if you switch, you want to make sure you can still counter previous deck as well, because if you don't switch and you switch to a deck that's not great at countering it, then you could be in a world of hurt. It looks like Manu is using the exact same deck.
Manu is Games 360. Now the viewpoint has changed, I believe. Games 360 was on the bottom before.
Yes.
So we see Games 360 bringing a completely different deck. Manu bringing the same deck from what I can see. And I think this is going to go to Games 360 favor right here. He probably was guessing that he was running the same deck, and I would imagine that Games 360 is bringing a deck that perfectly counters Manu's deck, but we will see. Time will tell. He's got that Hog Valkyrie combo. You know, you can get that Valkyrie down, get the Hog to push that Valkyrie really fast. Valkyrie will tank for you, give your Hog a couple extra hits on the tower. And he's also got Inferno Tower with Manu bringing 2 tanks. Ooh.
That Inferno Tower is still doing massive damage with only a little bit of health left on it. Valkyrie is going to take out that P.E.K.K.A. while the Skeletons from the Witch is going to tank. We'll probably see a Hog coming in from Games 360. He's trying to get an Elixir.
Manu's sitting on 10
right
Elixir
for
a long time.
Oh!
Wow.
Yeah, I know that Mega Knight costs 7 and you want to be careful with it. But still, have something a little cheaper in there to get on the ground at least when you're sitting on that for so much. Even archers can do so
That's
much
a good
right
point.
there.
He just doesn't have, I mean, other than the knight, he doesn't have a lot of things he can throw out. And I think he's waiting. He's waiting because the initial, I don't remember what it's called, sudden when the Mega Knight drops from the sky, his initial move is really strong. You want to make sure it's good, well placed.
Is it drop damage,
drop
splash?
Yeah. Yeah, but that's a good point. I just think he just doesn't have any other cheap cards. Here comes the Hog Rider. I mean, this is a very punishing deck.
E-Barbs by Games 360. Very interesting choice here. I was trying to figure out what those last 2 cards were. And E-Barbs, here we come. P.E.K.K.A. is a great counter to them, though.
Manu is looking really good right now. He's got perfect counter with P.E.K.K.A. He's got Mega Knight to counter, and then those will counter push for him. And then he's got Hog Rider to just abuse. So it's a beatdown deck for sure. One of the guys in the chat, though, was saying it's a very slow-paced. It is.
It is a very slow-paced game.
He's got so many expensive cards. It's a lot of really tanky things moving slowly. It's not fast.
It's going to be interesting to see if Manu could go up against one of these cheaper decks, one of the more log bait type decks. It'd be interesting to see if he can do that. I mean, obviously with the Mega Knight, you do decent amount of splash damage, but you put the Goblins behind the Mega Knight and have the Knight tanking for them. I don't know. 2 Inferno Towers down. It's going to melt that
Bro, we're going to tie again.
Inside of a microwave.
Look at the health. We're into overtime just like last time, and we have 2,000 left. A little flicker on the screen, guys. Sorry, I don't know how that's happening. It's just like, it's weird.
It's weird indeed. This is so. This is interesting. This is interesting to say the least.
Yeah.
Stephanie, this is Clash Royale indeed.
We're gonna need a misplay is what we're gonna need. We're gonna need somebody to misplay, and this Witch is such a good counter for the P.E.K.K.A. That's causing trouble. Both guys, 2 minutes 30 seconds left. Over 2,000 left on all crown towers. I think we're gonna go into another tie. I don't know how somebody's gonna pull this off without a gross misplay by somebody.
Well, I mean, the only thing we could do here is potentially say, who did the most tower damage. At this point, Manu would be the winner, just having done the most tower damage.
For the second match in a row, by the way. He did it at the first match as well.
But then again, you've defended this long, so it's one of those things where it's difficult to say that.
Right.
But I mean, I've seen people in clans, have 4 or 5 battles where they tie. The decks are just so good at countering each other, and they're just not going to lose. So we could be easily going to a 4th round potentially after this. I mean, we haven't even had the 3rd round yet, but yeah.
I haven't seen rematches go that long, but I think it's very possible here. I mean, we're at a minute and still 2,000 on every crown tower.
Just holding on to his Elixir. Games 360 is holding on to his Elixir, playing very conservatively.
It's almost like he's playing not to lose. He just wants to defend and live to fight another day. But that Hog Rider is going to connect and take that tower down to 1,300. That Inferno Tower was just a little too far to the right, not able to pull that Hog Rider, and does a bit of damage. But with a minute 20 left, can he pull that same move off again? We will see.
Honestly, what I would do next game, assuming we get a tie here with this minute left.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna bring like a goblin
rocket.
spam?
No, I'm sorry. I was reading a couple messages here in chat. Again, sorry about my cam, guys. We're trying to fix that. What I would do is I would bring a deck that's gonna counter Games 360 deck, or if I was Manu, and have a rocket cycle and just take down your tower. That's what I do. Have a knight in there, have a Valkyrie in there, have your Inferno Tower. Just really let them Just prevent it from getting to the tower and just slowly pick off with the rocket. You have 6 minutes to go into elixir. You have like what 7 minutes total. You have plenty of time to shoot rockets all day long. That's what I do just to get the W here.
I think that's the best bet. Yeah, you're right. With that much time, 6 minutes, you can just continue.
Especially
to
going to
double
double elixir. You have what?
Here's going to come the big
4
push.
minutes double elixir.
Not going to happen. We're going to tie again. He's going to defend. Guys, we will try to get Sutton's camera fixed, but for some reason my broadcasting software is just a bit laggy right now, so it's kind of screwing up everything. But you know, you still see his beautiful face, just not quite in sync with his voice.
Not quite. It's gonna freeze there. Just the best moments. You guys, here's what you can do. You can take screenshots, crop them, and follow me on Twitter at @sudden_death. The E's are 3s, and caption them to make fun of me. You gotta follow me though.
That's pretty freaking funny. Wow.
Tie! Another tie, man.
This is crazy. They got to get a rocket in there. Jonas says, "Oh geez, holy crap!" Manu quickly challenges again, which means he's not changing decks. I think he's really sold on his deck. He just has to get the right push and melt the tower. Oh.
All right, so here we go. What we'll be doing is that whoever does the most damage, as I just said, is going to be the winner. This is the best way to do it, unless they actually get the win.
Okay.
Like I said, I mean, this could go on for another hour.
Yeah,
I mean, just
easily.
having decks that counter like this.
How does this
if
happen in official
Go ahead.
Supercell tournaments? Has this ever happened in an official Clash Royale?
I
LAN
usually
tournament?
not. Usually it does. I've watched many tournaments. I have never seen that happen before.
This could go on. I mean, these two guys, it just happens that their decks are like so perfectly countering each other. I mean, to go 6 minutes and not get 2,000 below 2,000 on the crown tower, just a couple hundred.
It's crazy.
You need spells, though. You're right. You need spells. You need rocket.
You need spells.
You need poison.
Rockets,
you need something.
what I'd be doing again. I'd be coming in with that ice golem, that knight. Do something with some good amount of damage. Maybe a musketeer, an ice whiz. If you have an ice whiz, slow them down with a musketeer or an e-whiz or something. Cheaper cards, below 5 elixir that can do a good amount of damage, and then have that rocket placed. You got 7 minutes. You have 4 minutes of double elixir time. Just shoot that rocket at one tower all day long. Just defend. You can do it. I've used decks like that in the past. Won multiple games like that. That's probably the best option here, honestly.
Look at this strong push from Manny right now. He's gonna connect. This could. Oh, and of course, I hate you, Tornado. Gonna pull, but that P.E.K.K.A.'s got a chance. Does he have arrows or something to keep him going?
Oh my gosh,
to defend.
P.E.K.K.A.'s
He's gonna
hit the
connect.
tower.
Game 360
He's
says
gonna
good
get
game.
rid of it.
That's it. He's gonna
P.E.K.K.A.
melt the
already.
tower down to 1,100. Manu's sitting on all that elixir. What's he waiting for? That's game. That's
Yeah, he
game.
was sitting on all that elixir. I would have pushed the other tower. Starting to push
Yeah.
on both. Hammer in. He only had 6 elixir.
Game
hammer in,
360 is gonna let him
would've
take
left,
it. This
would've
is it. So we'll go ahead and throw out a little cheer for Manu
Yeah,
finally
I
connecting with
believe
that
he's giving up
P.E.K.K.A.
here. He just said it's over.
Yep.
Not even gonna try. I don't like that. I mean, I've been getting down early in games as well.
I think he's just frustrated because it's the third match and he hasn't been able to break through. And
I
Manu
can
has
definitely
defended
understand
so
that,
well.
but might as well try. You know what I'm saying? I always
agree.
try. Because you could win. I've had games where it looks like I'm gonna lose. The guy's incredibly cocky,
Right.
and I end up winning.
Right.
And the guy's like, wow. I was like, yeah, wow, indeed. Quick little 3 count for Manu. Manu moving on very nicely. Played again. Just giving up there. Games for 60 is what it is. But he got that early hit off with the P.E.K.K.A. And of course, it comes down to draw. Look, you got a bad draw, bad hand there, initial start, and that just was able to put him down. Dynamic versus Jonas, I believe, is ready. We jumping right in.
Should be.
Here we. Oh.
Well, when they get it up. That is, I think we're 5 matches in, 3 left, and then the tournament will start going a lot more faster pace. We just got to get through this initial round, and then things will really start to get exciting for us.
I love Clash Royale. It is such an amazing game.
Silent26 asks, Sudden Ash Chase, do you play Vainglory? No, I don't play Vainglory. I tried. I could not get into it. GG did Games 360 for hanging in their 2 matches. Dynamic
Here we go.
Jonas.
I played Vainglory when it first came out, and I'm trying to get back into it, especially since I'll be helping cast the tournament today. It's an interesting game. It takes a lot of time, and unfortunately, I never have enough time to grind a game like that. Is what it is.
That game is so skill-based. The learning curve for me was, I hate to say this, the learning curve was too long, and I don't like the tap mechanics to move. I prefer a joystick, so that's the reason I couldn't get into it, but I am into another MOBA right now, which I will be revealing soon. Seta knows what it is, and I probably will be bringing that game to my channel. We'll see. Expo deck
Got
here.
an Expo.
First Expo deck. Junis is going to use it first to defend, and if he can get that thing to lock on the tower, it's going to be over. Ooh, Mega Minion's going to be able to... Nope, he's going to put down the Knight to defend. That Expo was a great move for him on the defense, doing a bunch of damage on just about everything.
Yeah, really the only thing, I mean, my favorite counter at Expo is going to be the giant skeleton and then have a executioner just to take out the spam cards, because if you can get the skeleton to die by the Expo, gonna pretty much take him out.
You know what we haven't seen much
on the other
of?
side of the tower.
We haven't seen much air troops. It's been basically just a battle on the ground, so I'm curious to see if anybody brings the Lava Hound, Inferno Dragon. We've seen some Minion Horde action, but this is one of my favorite cards Junis is playing is the Mega Minion. I love that card.
And he's low on health here, doing a lot of damage there with that Hog. Gonna finally bring the Mega Minion in, but not before he can drop that tower almost by 50% down to 1478. Nicely played there by Dynamic, just taking your time and waiting. That's the biggest thing. That's 6 elixir to drop down for that Expo, and that's his main push right there. If you can take it out, you got a chance of doing a good amount of damage.
That's the main risk
Before
of the
double
Expo
elixir.
deck. Is the Expo deck is really a one-win type of deck. If you can't get that Expo to lock on, you're going to lose the match. If you start to look at the rest of his deck, it's all stuff to
Skeleton
counter.
Army, great placement right there to just tank for that giant for just a little bit.
Expo's locked on the Giant, and Giant's going to last. And here comes the Hog Rider, which is going to do some hits on that Expo, and we'll be able to connect with the Crown Tower. Probably 2 hits. Nope.
Another Giant coming in crazy. If he could have activated
This is a strong
he needed to
push.
activate that King Tower.
Goblin Horde arrows, not going to get to the tower. Everything mashed up at the river. It was a right move by Dynamic, but maybe a little aggressive. I would have probably saved up. He needs to get that
Ruby
Hog Rider
says,
down
"Notice
again.
me,
That's going to be
senpai,
his...
I chase.
What? Say that again?
Ruby says, notice me, I chase Senpai. Well, I'm noticing you, Groovy. Follow me on Twitter.
Hi, Groovy. What's
Winky
up?
face. Bring out crack. Oh, gonna
There
trigger
it is
that King
again.
Tower. Great move.
You know, Dynamic has the perfect counter for the Expo with that Giant. Look at how much health he has. Just Expo can't do jack squat on him. I think Dynamic's going to be able to finish this. He needs to find a way to connect with that Hog Rider. Here he comes again. Giant is tanking for him. And let's see if Hog Rider, he's going to tornado him. Yep.
I wouldn't count Jonas out just quite yet.
That's true. All you need is one lock with that Expo.
I think it's going to take probably 2 locks, but it's definitely a possibility. We haven't seen what his last card is. I'm going to bet it's a Rocket, just with how this deck is playing.
Typically, these Mortar or Expo decks will bring a Rocket just to get that last bit of damage. Look, that Hog Rider's got health. Despite the tornado, he's going to log. Can he connect 1 hit? He does, down to 788.
That's big.
Does Dynamic have any spells? Not really. He needs something to do direct damage on the tower. It seems to be.
Well, he's got his
recurring
arrows
theme.
and he's got his Zap, which, you know, you're talking what Zap doing, 75 tournament level standard, about
Right.
100 for the arrows. So, I mean, with 2 minutes left, it'd be difficult to cycle through. He's going to need to get another hit on that tower from a Hog or a Giant. But
Defensive Expo. Yeah, it's, you know, here's another situation where Rocket would really come in handy. I think Rocket's a great card for tournament level because you get into these situations so much where you just need some direct damage.
It's locked on. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is locked on. I expect this Rocket coming into play really quickly. That's it.
Melting
like I said,
the
don't
tower.
count Jonas out. One mistake. Log
We
gonna come
talked
in
about
here.
that. Junis playing patiently, locking on down to 600, and he's going to melt it. This is going to be game. This is going to be... Oh, he zapped it. Look at what he did. That was a smart move. He zapped that Expo to get the Expo to retarget and get it off the tower. That's one of the best uses of the zap, is if something's targeted on something, you could zap it and it'll refocus on the closest thing. There it is. You called it, buddy.
Yeah, I've seen that way too much, especially on my own personal screen. You're playing so well, but the Expo locks on right there at the last second. It takes you down. Very good match from both of them. Jonas getting the win right there. Good job to him.
Good job.
I want to see
that patient
Jonas go up
gameplay.
against Manu.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting combo. He's got the Mega Knight and
I
the
think
P.E.K.K.A.
Manu would win that because he's got such tanky troops that will be able to survive and take that Expo out.
Potentially, indeed.
Let's see who's up next. Dynamic OP. Just like you said, though, Seth, and that was very, very smart what you said. You said that, you know, don't count Junis out. Give him some time. And you were right. Here we go, guys. Next match.
Versus GG Miles.
think we're about
Can Miles
6, 7.
go the extra mile to get the GG versus Eternal Life here? We'll have to see. Eternal's been around quite a long time,
Eternal
though.
Life
He's got a couple
2.0.
tricks up his sleeve.
Is this his second account? I don't know. Version
Must
2.
be his second account.
Both of them waiting. How long can this go on for? Sudden, what is the longest time you've waited to put down a card?
I've gone into overtime.
Me too.
I've gone into overtime. I've been losing, or I've been winning a lot. You know, it's like when I say I've lost a lot or I've won a lot. I'm waiting. You are making the first move.
That's so funny. Yeah.
It's always funny because sometimes that individual you're going up against has a bad draw and your deck totally, or bad hand, just right off the back there, and your deck counters it very, very well. Ooh, this is gonna be big.
Push. Eternal Life is disconnected. He hasn't laid anything down in a long time. Do you see that? He was at 10 elixir for a while, and I wasn't sure why. He let GG build all the way up, so he's out of elixir. Or excuse me, he's out. He must have disconnected.
He's out of the game. That's over. In front. Wow. Crazy deck here from GG Miles. Miles going the extra mile here to grab that GG right away from Eternal. Eternal been around for quite some time. Decided
must
to
have
take a nap on us,
disconnected. I don't know what happened. That is something
there's
that's
definitely
frustrating. A lot of
something
people
there.
will say, "Hey, give me a rematch," But the problem is, we have to move on because, not to say Eternal Life did this, but some people will, once they're down, they'll disconnect, but they're not really disconnected because they want a rematch. So Miles moves on.
Yeah, it looks like he definitely disconnected here. Yeah, interesting. Unfortunate. You know what the best push is? What I've been loving so much. I'm giving my secret away. Valkyrie and Prince. Valkyrie and Prince. Massive damage. The Valkyrie will take out skeletons, goblins,
Flash damage and stuff, yeah.
Splash damage as well. And the Prince usually survives enough to get the hit off on the tower. I've been winning a lot with that in my deck. Use it. Highly recommend it.
Without Eternal Life even getting a chance to type in the chat, they kick him out. You guys are harsh over at Mobile Esports.
He totally disconnected. I don't know what happened. Very interesting.
Dang. We'll get the next match going, guys. Quick look at the brackets to remind you where we are. Let's see what we have left. We saw Manu take out Games 360. We saw Kais and Crafts Games. Don't remember who won. Legend Tarong, Pig in My Pants.
Pig in
we
my
haven't
pants.
seen that yet.
I gotta see this Pig in My Pants.
Yeah. We saw GG Miles go on. Legend of Hero go on. Pro Noob go on. Sutton get taken out by Slender moving on. And Junis move on. So this is our last match, I believe, until we get into the next round. We disqualify him, they're saying. They're saying he's not here.
I'm in the legendary arena right now, and I'm sitting at 40,045 trophies. This season's been a little bit mean to me.
How many
right now.
trophies?
Right now, I'm at 4,045. My season highest was at 4124, but I've started using a different deck, and it's having a little bit of problems. There's no defensive towers in it, so it's...
I always hover around 4,000. I can't. I should probably do a proper push. I just get impatient, and I'm always switching decks.
What's interesting, though, is it's not showing... It's my best season is 4196, which is not true. My best season is around 4,400.
Maybe it wasn't tracking until a certain point in time.
No, this was recent. It was like last month.
That's
so
weird.
I don't know why it's not showing. That's kind of salty. I was looking at my stats. I'm a little disappointed at that.
That is weird.
I gotta give Supercell a call. They had my tournament in. They had a tournament named after me in game, but they don't even update my trophies. My season highest.
We'll show that on the screen right now. Look at that sudden death challenge, made specifically for sudden death. How far did you get on that challenge? You have to beat your own challenge, you know.
Oh, I've won I'm right now at 1 win. I've only won 1. I haven't played that much in it though. Last time I came in, I think it was 1 in 12 or whatever it was. Right through it. Maybe it was 2 in 12. I forget what it was, but yeah, I did end up winning, getting all the gold there. I'm checking over here on Discord. Got a lot of messages coming in. Got the updated bracket over here in the Discord chat.
We are going to have a quick word from our sponsors while we get the next round ready because we have a player missing, so he's going to get disqualified. We're going to move on to the next round. We went from 16. We're down to 8. It's going to start moving very quickly. Stay tuned with a quick word from our sponsor. right, we are back. Got an updated bracket to show you guys. Let's check it out. Jonas will be taking on Slender, Pro Noob versus Legend of Hero, GG Miles versus Legend Tehran, and we've got Kais versus Manu. Sorry, it's a bit pixelated, but that is the tournament. Second round will be starting now. Let's see if these
Get a
guys
better
are ready.
quality one in Discord or Twitter again.
All right, I'll grab it. Let's see.
Pig in my pants is he's late. So he got disqualified, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, they're trying
Potentially
to
they might let him try to get in. I'm not sure. We'll have to see.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
Nope, he's gonna kick.
Nope.
Nope, we're just kicking.
We're
Match
on
already
to-
started.
We are on to second round.
Match has started. Match has started.
It has?
Oh, they started the match already. Already a minute in. Wow.
Oh,
What
for
are they
real?
doing? Did not get the message. We're having a sponsor break. I guess not. We're right in here. King Tower has been activated. Jonas taking some shots here with the tornado, dropping that hog. Slender had brought in. Got a knight approaching here on the left side tower. Oh, a lot of spam cards being brought in here. Skeleton Army gonna drop that goblin gang down pretty low. Law gonna come in and take out those remaining goblins.
Want to get the new bracket up. Give me just a second.
So right now we got Slender. It looks like he's got a little bit of a lead, kind of. It's pretty even. You know, in theory, we're talking just damage. We've seen him having a little bit of a lead because he has done some damage to the King Tower, but that won't really come into play too much unless he continues to pull the Hog Rider over to the King Tower and lets him drop it. I don't think he'll do that though.
It's just about even health on these left crown towers here. They're smashing up. There's that tornado pulling that Hog Rider, and the King just got activated, I think. Did he arrow the King?
No, the King's been activated. He arrowed the Princess that was in the back. Now, what I don't like about him arrowing that Princess is he's got one card that he hasn't shown yet, which could potentially be minions or minion horde, which you don't want to go up against without arrows. Be difficult. Difficult for sure. Bringing out Hog Rider, and once again, coming in with the Goblin Barrel as well. Over to the left. Nice placement. Gonna get some damage off. Just a little bit, though. And that Ice E-Wiz is only going to be locking on to the Knight right there. If he could have been locked on to the tower, it would have been a couple
Comes
other
the log.
damage.
Nope. Goblin Horde to defend. That was great counter, although I don't quite understand the Inferno Tower play. Kind of unneeded. Here comes another tornado with Electro Wiz behind. Yeah, little aggressive on Slender. Maybe slow it down a bit if I'm him. But these are fast-paced decks, and he's going to use Skarmy to defend against that Goblin Barrel. That Goblin Barrel is going to get logged, and he's going to take out Goblin Horde. Great play for 2 elixir to take out 5 elixir worth of stuff. Excuse me, 6 elixir worth of stuff. Can he make it to the tower? Man.
Nope. Yeah, Tornado is just too OP. It's going to be an interesting log placement if he can do it. Nope, going to drop and take out that Princess with the E-Wiz. He can take the Knight out as well.
Something interesting you just said, and that I've noticed with Slender is he's not really using Log to defend the tower. He's using Goblin Horde or his Skarmy. That way he can have those troops come in and counter. So opting to do that instead to get a little bit of a more of, I guess, an elixir advantage. I don't really understand it because a lot of times he's doing that. The Princess is at the river, so that Log could take out the Goblin Barrel and the Princess in one roll. But opting to use Skarmy or Goblin Horde instead.
There's no way he's getting to the tower. There's no with that hog. I would just stop using the hog. It's wasting 4 elixir. There's no way he's getting up there.
That's a great point.
With that Hog Rider. So you might as well just go for the spam your cards as much as possible.
Still not using the log. I don't understand it. It's opting to use
that Princess is going to take that tower down. He's not. I don't know why.
It's like he's not. It's like his log is locked. I haven't seen him use it yet. He's opting for everything but the log.
Looks like he's decided to stop going with the Hog Rider. Great play, almost like he's watching a stream potentially. I don't know.
Could be. See if he logs now. Oh no!
Oh, he misses. That's
the
big.
one time he logs
that.
And he misses, and the rocket to finish it off. Junis moves on. Slender taking out the reigning champ from last time, and Junis taking out him. So Junis is looking really strong here. Going to be going into round 3. GG's to him.
Goblin Horde. Yeah, he just said Goblin Horde.
What'd I say?
You said Goblin Horde instead of Goblin Gang. There's some guys in the chat poking at you.
Dang it. You know what? It should be called Goblin Horde. Minion Horde, Goblin Horde. All right, Goblin Gang.
Kind of, right?
Oh, that's funny. All right, we'll get the next matchup in a minute. Going to be Pro Noob versus Legend of Hero. Pro Noob taking out Sid PvP. Legend of Hero looked especially strong, though. I'm going to give the advantage to him. We'll see what happens. Hey, Goblin Gang doing work.
Sudden looks cute. Wow. Thank you.
Oh, we got a little love interest here in the chat.
I guess. Well, you should see what people send me in the DMs. I'm like, bro.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are people sending you? You getting nudes or what?
No, not getting any of that. Just what people say. I'm like,
Oh,
jeez.
jeez. Calm down, chat. All right, just
I gotta
Take
close
a
the
cold
DMs.
shower.
You guys are kinky. Oh, Night Witch play. First time we've seen the Night Witch come in. We might actually see a Golem deck here with the Night Witch potentially.
This is a different deck for Legend of Hero than he ran last time, and with the Elixir, I think we will see a Golem deck. Quite possible.
Yeah, it looks like we're coming with a Golem deck.
Night Witch, for a while, was the most popular card to use in tournaments, but got nerfed repeatedly.
Which she needed it.
Yes, she did.
Now, as you can see here, we saw Sid PvP making the mistake of putting it right behind his tower and coming with the poison. He could drop the poison right on top, do damage to the troops and the tower, and take out his furnace. But
Right.
you see there, we had like Pro Noob had to make the decision of going with the troops or with the Elixir Collector because he put it in front of the tower. That's a much better placement right there. Very well played by Legend of Heroes.
Absolutely, and Pro Noob is just going to slowly chip away with that Graveyard Poison combo. 9 Elixir's expensive, but when you're doing 500 to 1,000 damage every time, it's well worth the trade. We still have 3 cards from Legend of Hero that have not been shown. Sudden is guessing that it's going to be a Golem, and here's what's interesting. Legend of Hero decided to put his Elixir Pump on the other side, and Pro Noob says, nah, immediately poisons and graveyards, but I think Legend of Hero comes out the winner in that because only took a bit of damage.
Yep, here
and
we
there's
go. Here we go
Golem.
with the Golem. Very, very predictable. Can see how he started off the deck with that. Coming with the cannon cart right away, like that play. That's gonna
Did
do
you
a
see
lot
Pro
of damage
Noob following
really
up
quick.
that cannon cart immediately with a log, and that was perfect because goblins were laid down to defend, taking that tower down to 1,100. I'm really impressed with Pro Noob's game awareness to bring that out at that point in time. Cannon cart behind Golem. Uh-oh, here we go, baby. And he needs the poison. There's the poison.
Difficult. And if you take a look here at Pro Noob's deck, bringing in with the tornado, can he get him locked onto the king? He can.
Oh, I freaking hate that
Wow.
tornado. Look at this. That cannon cart absolutely melting that crown tower, though. That is the beauty of the
problem
cannon
with him
cart.
doing that. He stayed alive, but that's a decent amount of damage done to his king tower. If they both can take one tower down, got a lead already on that king tower.
I think this
We'll
tower's
have to
going
see
down
here.
right now. Pro Noob
This
went
tower's
all
going
in.
down indeed. Pro Noob playing very, very nice.
Cannon
He's got to stop
cart.
that cannon cart. Looks like he's gonna be able
Poison.
to do it with the tornado. Try to take the log down, but
Oh!
in range. It's gonna.
That is
do
what Pro
damage.
Noob did
It's
not
in
want to
range, ladies
happen.
and gentlemen.
Pro Noob was using the tornado and the log to try to push that cannon cart back far enough so that when it died, it mounted behind the river. Uh-oh, I'm getting an alert on my thing. I got my alerts off. But the cannon cart just barely got forward as it died, locked down and locked on the tower. And here comes that graveyard poison on the other side. This is a close match.
He's gonna opt to save for the. Oh, he's gonna drop the poison. I was gonna say I was thinking he might opt to save. He's actually waiting until those goblins came.
You know what's
came
so
in.
strong about that poison is he just about took out the witch, and then he also took out the goblin, so he's also getting a lot
Not
of
a
value.
good move here. This is so dangerous. He's really. I mean, this is getting really low. This is a GG here for Legend here. That
Oh!
golem is going to explode.
No way.
That's it. Not a good move at all.
Aggressive gameplay from Legend of Hero to go for the 3-crown victory. That was nice.
Actually, that was a bad move there by Pro Noob. Legend Hero taking the GG. I'm messing up.
You know,
5
Pro
hours of sleep.
Noob made a really strong push, used a ton of elixir, and Legend of Hero was like, hey, I'm just going to go for the 3-crown and call it a game. And that was a smart play by him.
That's just not fair. I completely agree, Bionic. Yes, I completely agree. Tell it to the devs.
Are you talking about, what are you talking about? You talking about the
The tornado and golem, just the
Yeah,
cards. It's crazy. Yeah, it is. It is.
Legend
it's
of
very
Hero says,
difficult.
thank goodness that cannon cart made it to the tower. That was the turning point in the game for me. The tornado, the log couldn't quite get that cannon cart out of range.
Honestly, I haven't seen much cannon cart play at all.
That was a close
All right, here
match,
we go.
though.
Can Terran prevent Miles from going the extra mile to grab the GG from him?
This
Use
is
his
kind of,
legendary deck to take him down. We'll have to see.
Kind of like watching GG Miles for the first time, because first match, Eternal disconnected, so
True.
here we go. There's that Prince.
Using the exact same deck.
Can he put, will he
It's
put a
gonna be
Valkyrie in front of it? Oh! Ooh, I don't know about this. He's going to get countered on everything.
Yeah, this is gonna be an easy counter. I don't like that play at all. You gotta have some splash
Yeah.
damage in there.
You know,
that's 9 elixir right there.
Right.
do absolutely nothing.
That Inferno
Now he's
Tower
got to
for
counter this,
me,
probably with the mini P.E.K.K.A. Yep, here comes
Yep.
the mini P.E.K.K.A. to counter that.
or excuse me, that Inferno Dragon for me should be used as a defensive card. When you push with it, it can be tough. Maybe if you're pushing behind something with splash damage, like you said. But the Inferno Dragon can be easy to distract.
He's got 2 dragons. He's got the Inferno Dragon and the Baby Dragon. That's going to get dropped pretty quick here. This is not a deck I want to go up against versus Legendary here. Those minions are going to get dropped down pretty quick. And you got 2 bats with 1 miner. That tower is going to get dropped really, really fast.
Holy crap. He's got nothing. He's just going to let that tower go, not even waste
That's pretty much all you can do.
Now, why? Why did you do that, GG Miles? He lays down the Prince and takes his elixir to 0. He should have built up and played patiently. Not liking the gameplay from GG Miles. Not the smartest move right there. And a really poor placed poison. Look at that poison setting. He doesn't even get the Crown Tower with the Inferno Tower. So bad placement on the poison as well. GG Miles is going to lose this one.
But could potentially, it's going to be very, very difficult for him, especially just looking at Legend or Terran's deck here. It counters very, very well with what he's playing with. Now, we do see GG Miles has yet to show 2 of his cards. As Chase said, last match was a disconnect versus Eternal Life, and he just easily rammed up there with a...
GG Miles is wasting so much elixir though, and I haven't seen this much elixir wasted the whole tournament. I mean, he doesn't let his elixir build up. He spams cards, and he's just laying down everything. He's putting himself...
He's in panic mode right now.
Yeah.
He's in panic mode. He's trying his best to do anything.
He needs to calm down.
And he's going to lose very easily because of that. There's just nothing he can do here. This tower on the left side is going to go down. That 1 bat's going to... Oh, actually, that 1 bat's not going to do enough damage. I forgot this is tournament level standards.
Dang it. That little bat just wanted for one time to be the hero. Didn't happen.
But the miner is going to come in and save the day, dropping it down. And the Inferno Dragon going to start pushing up here, but can be easily countered by those bats once again, which he probably is going to have. Yep, there, those bats going to counter those dragons right there. And this game is going to be going to Terran. Very nicely played.
Another misplay. GG Miles not letting his elixir build. The Inferno Tower's out, and he still put the mini P.E.K.K.A. at the river, knowing that that mini P.E.K.K.A. was going to be distracted into the Inferno Tower. Like said and said, he's playing really panicky right now, just spamming cards, not playing smart. But not much you can do.
See, that's where that, really, GG Miles' deck is a defensive push deck. It's actually not a bad deck. You might be looking at it like, oh, well, that's not a great deck. Really, it's actually a decent deck. I've played with decks not like that, but similar with different cards where you don't have actually a lot of say offensive cards. You're really great at playing defense, but great at playing defense and then overwhelming on the push there. He played offense way too quickly. I don't know if he was cocky from the last round, even though it was a disconnect or what, but that was he started off, played offense really, really quick. Not a good idea. Should have waited and played defense, built up a push. He could have potentially won that.
That's a really good point. I feel like he just misplayed the deck. Now, we have an exciting match to watch. We've got Manu, who has this super tanky. Let's see if he runs it again. He's got Elixir Pump. He's got Mega Knight. He's got P.E.K.K.A. and Hog. So it's just like this super tanky, high Elixir cost deck. He went 3 matches. We had to call it last time, so we'll see. Who's he playing against? Manu versus... Let's take a quick look at the bracket. We've got a higher resolution bracket. Manu's going to be playing Kais. Here it is, guys. This is the last match of round 2. Then we're going to move to round 3 with semifinals. So this is moving quickly. Appreciate everybody who's been here from the beginning, or if you've just been hanging out this bright Saturday morning.
Silent 26, new meta, Rage, Ice Spirit. There was this one image circulating, I think last year. Was it last year the Graveyard came out? Whenever the Graveyard came out, the new meta was Freeze Spell and one Skeleton, which is kind of true.
Freeze Spell and one Skeleton? That's funny. Oh, jeez. I know, Graveyard. It just needs one skeleton to connect with the freeze. Here comes the defense.
Inferno Tower coming in, but that's going to do... Oh, okay, we're going to bring the Ice Spirit. A nice placement there. Take out the bat and stop that Hog right ever doing any damage to the tower. And leave that Inferno Tower alive just for a little while longer. Help melt that Ice Golem.
Speaking of that Ice Golem doing work, man, that kept him from taking damage on the Crown Tower. I think what Manu's going to do here, he's going to play it slow and try and get a counter push, but is this the same deck?
Coming in right here.
We haven't seen P.E.K.K.A. or Mega Knight yet. That Ice Golem is such a good defensive card. Can easily get a 1 to 3 positive elixir trade using the Ice Golem. I love using it against the minion horde. Goblin Barrel. He's using a different deck.
Yeah, he has. He's changed up here. I think more to counter what Price has been using, or Kais is using. Excuse me. Um, you know,
That's interesting.
it would have been difficult to go up against. I mean, yes and no. He can cycle really quickly through his cards. He's got a lot of small spam. I don't know. It would have been interesting to see him go up against with his P.E.K.K.A. and Mega Knight deck.
You know what I don't like?
For the better here. Here we go.
Manu, that Inferno
He's
Tower
cycling
was
in by
really
Kais.
poorly placed, wasn't it? It was way too far to the
Yes.
right. I think he panicked, and because of that, is immediately Kais threw down the Hog Rider on the left lane. It was able to take advantage of that. Princess moving up now. Princess v Princess. See if he can
Barrel
connect.
coming in. Gonna drop the goblins right there to counter
Look
the
at
goblin barrel.
that.
They're gonna drop him.
Goblin's perfectly placed. He got kind of lucky there. He was throwing the Goblin Barrel, and he's going to have to rocket to defend.
Defensive rocket.
No way. Oh, that always feels bad.
That
That
always
always
does feel
feels
bad. That's a
bad.
-2 elixir trade right there. Not good at all. Having to spend 6 to counter that 1/4 card.
The only thing that feels worse than that is a defensive Goblin Barrel.
Yeah, that usually feels pretty bad. That does
Here
usually.
comes another Goblin
wasted
Barrel.
the log there. He's gonna
Throws it
bring in the
behind.
bats.
Trying
Should
to
be able to
connect
get
with
a
that
couple
Crown
hits, though.
Tower. Wow, you know what, though? Manu is actually staying in this, just chipping a little bit. Kais got all of his damage on that left Crown Tower with one big push from Hog Rider. Manu's been slowly chipping away.
This is not good.
Oh, and he
This is not
puts
good
out
at all.
another
He's gonna get
Inferno
2
Tower.
hits.
That's
He's
going to be
got
all
one
she
card
wrote.
shot left, probably
That's
a
gonna be all
rocket.
she
Yep,
wrote.
Here we go. GG.
Man, you know what made the difference there, Sutton? Misplaced Inferno Towers by Manu. Multiple misplaced Inferno Towers.
Mistakes were made, and that's going to cost him his spot here in the tournament. Disqualified.
Junis moves on. Legend of Hero moves on barely. Legend Tehran moves on. So we got 2 legends now moving on, and Kais moving on. So now we will see Kais versus Legend Tehran, and we will see Legend of Hero versus Junis. I think we've watched these guys enough, Sutton. I want to hear some predictions. Junis versus Legend of Hero. Who wins that one?
Oh gosh, I don't know, because it could change decks. That's the problem.
I'm going to give it to Junis. I think Junis is going to win that one.
I'm gonna go with Legend of Hero then. We'll agree to disagree on that one.
Chat, let us know. We'll get an updated bracket here in a minute. Next one, we've got Legend Tehran versus Kais. Who are you going to go on that one?
I'm gonna go with Kais. Kais has showed a very impressive game last round.
I'm
Assuming if he's
also-
going with the same deck, we see him switching up decks. So
Yeah,
Ball is
I'm
life
going to
is
agree with you on that.
48-78 right now. GG. What deck you using? I'm gonna bet Golem.
Probably. You know, guys, we are going to move right into the semifinals. Again, appreciate all of you for the support. Appreciate GFUEL for helping make this tournament possible. We're going to
Are
move
the
right
finals
into the
best out of
semifinals.
3, or are they all single elimination?
The finals will be best of 3. The semifinals
3.
will be single elimination.
All right.
So we got 2 matches here potentially, and then right into the finals. It's been a wild ride today. I think we're going to have Junis versus Legend of Hero. Chat, let us know. Junis versus Legend of Hero. Who takes the cake? Sutton says Legend of Hero. I say Junis. Legend of Hero is really, really good, though. I think you might be right, but I'm going to stick with Junis. I was impressed with his gameplay. Some people just got it. One of my good friends in the community, his name is Oxalate. He won the Clash Royale tournament for North America a few months ago. The official Supercell one. Me and him have been homies since way back in the day when we used to play Respawnables together. And he is just one of those kids that just has that game awareness, knows where to put stuff, the timing, everything. Some people got it, some people don't. And some people are like me, who kind of got it depending on the day.
Hey, that's easy. I'm like, some days I'm feeling it. Some days I'm just taking it. I'm taking the L left and right.
Absolutely.
Chase, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I believe you are. We are ready, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get here to the semifinals. Ooh.
Semifinal Legend of Hero versus Junis.
Almost pressed the friendly battle button.
I almost did too.
Okay, nope, Sonny. Restrain yourself. I know you want to show how good you are in stream, but back off.
You would just have to forfeit to get the match moving.
I will say, after the P.E.K.K.A. tournament, I played Seton and I ended up beating him. So
I remember
champion.
that. Yeah, you did. That was the last
All right.
Clash Royale tournament we did was P.E.K.K.A. tournament.
P.E.K.K.A. tournament, yeah.
So June is going to bring out Ice Golem and Ice Golem v Ice Golem. I love Ice Golem. I think it's a very strong card. I think it should be run in a lot of. It could be run in a lot of decks. Like here's perfect push for him. Can he counter this? Oh my goodness! Oh, he's
Hog
got
Rider.
that tornado.
Connected
Wow.
on that tower. But that Ice Golem though doing some damage to that
Dang.
left crown tower. Whoa!
No way. Legend of Hero coming strong with the Expo. It locks on, and
He's got
Junis
it.
was not expecting that. Had he known, he would have saved his Inferno Dragon to use right at the river. And that Ice Golem, that's what I'm talking about. 2 Elixir Ice Golem stopping Mega Knight and Inferno Dragon. Are you kidding me?
Crazy. Gotta come up with bats. This is a nice push here, but that Golem is gonna help take him out. Excuse me, the Ice Wiz gonna help take him out, and that's gonna be no damage done at all to any towers.
Junis must have
Jonas
zapped.
actually get a little bit.
I didn't quite catch that set. And did Junis zap to retarget the Expo? Because I noticed it was off. He must have zapped it.
Yes. Guys, this clan is only for tournaments. You cannot join. Just letting you guys know. I see a couple people in the chat wanting to
Can he
join.
get one
This is
hit?
an official tournament. You cannot
One
join.
hit. There it is. That
This
tornado
is
did not
yeah.
quite work. This is exciting. Oh, man, this is going to be a match and a half, man. Single elimination. I almost want to see these guys in a best of 3. Legend of Hero. This is a very interesting move, and the problem is Junis knows what to expect now. He had the surprise factor early on with the Expo, but now Junis knows that Expo is going to go down, and he will immediately bring Mega Knight and Inferno Dragon, I'm sure. Can he take out this Mega Knight? The Mega Knight is so tanky, it's going to be real difficult to keep that away from the Expo. He's going to have to lay down a bunch of troops. Here comes the log. Oh my gosh, he does. He's going to lock on. He's going to bring in
Hog Rider
Rider.
come in and stop him from doing as much damage, but Hog Rider's not going to get anywhere close to that left crown tower.
And he
we're
cycles
back
again! Oh, I love it. He's got to get Ice Golem or something down to keep that away from the Expo. I don't know that he's got enough. There comes a well-placed tornado to pull everything back. Oh, this is bad. He's probably going to bring log soon. Nope. Yep, there's the log. Skeletons. And he's going to lock!
Another one. This is it. This is it.
You were right, man. Legend of Hero, I got to say, this kid plays well. Does he not? He's really, really good at this game, you can tell. And he's going to go with the final rocket on the king.
Just because he can, you know what I'm saying?
Woo! After that, I'm calling him for the champion, man. I bet he brings a different deck next round.
Oxlade over here saying needs to go opposite lane. Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of pressure being applied to both lanes. You gotta apply pressure to both lanes. I mean, sometimes you got a couple matches where you can't. You just gotta do one. But if best possible case scenario is apply pressure to both lanes. And if they do that a little bit more, might have had a chance.
Oxlade, thanks for joining, guys. Listen to this guy. He's probably one of, I would say, definitely in the top 10 players in the world. So we are pleasured to have you hanging out today. Let's go ahead and get into the next semifinal match. We got one more semifinal match, and then we have the championship. We've got Legend Turan versus Kais. Both of Sud and I both predicting Kais. So let's see what happens.
All right, we are ready to get into this match here in just a second. Just a second.
Just a setting.
just a setting. Lost, unfortunately. First one was in June. Yes, first tournament was in June, correct.
Let's see what happens.
When is the next tournament of this kind? I believe you're talking about Clash Royale. Probably coming really soon. You guys can follow us on Twitter at esports_mobile to stay up to date on all of the tournaments. And also, don't forget to visit mobileesports.org to check out all the tournament dates and upcoming tournament dates as well.
Here's the showdown, Sudden. Full elixir. They're staring each other down. They're
All
staring
right,
each other down.
I's the first to drop with the princess.
Yep.
Ooh,
Fireball.
Fireball.
Kais is going to be running this Goblin deck, I believe. He's probably going to have Goblin Barrel, and he's probably going to have Goblin Gang. I was calling it... What was I calling
Goblin
it before?
Horde.
Goblin Horde.
Horde.
Nice placed Inferno Tower to pull that hog in. Almost looked like he didn't get that out. Legend Turan defending well.
I hear some vibrations. Is that on my end or your end?
That is my phone. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, you're good. I was making sure. I almost felt like it was here in the room with me, so I was trying to figure out what was going on.
Oh, look at that
Those nice
beautiful
heads-
zap. That hog's going to connect. That was
doing massive damage there
awesome.
for Legend of Tyrant, but he's got a good push coming in here. Kais with the counter push.
You know
Gonna
that
be able to do
knight,
some
that
damage.
knight's
That's a
gonna
lot of
defend
spam.
well.
He has
Oh,
zap.
look, can he
He's
connect?
bring the bats in.
He's melting that tower now. Wow,
Oh my gosh.
993. That is a
Up both
trip.
towers. That's rare to see.
That is. This is funny. Yeah, you know the miner we haven't seen too much of, but Legend Tyran, that miner really did some tanking for him, so he's able to get his Hog Rider in there and get about 3-4 hits off. Here comes that princess again. Miner, will he Hog Ride? Ooh, Mini P.E.K.K.A to defend. Gonna get 2 hits off, 3 hits off. Okay. Is that gonna be close enough to pull that Hog Rider? It's not. I don't know why he felt like he had to play that out so soon. Now, Kais is going to have damage on both towers. What's that?
It's made up a tad bit farther.
Okay, you're absolutely right. Took the words right out of my mouth. If you play that Inferno Tower closer to the river, it'll pull.
Nice. Yeah, right by the river. Also do a little bit of damage earlier. Nice fireball there by Legend of Tyrant to get that extra hit off there with the Hog.
Oh! Melted that Inferno Tower so fast with those bats. Kept him alive, and he's going to get a hit off. Only 1 hit.
This is close. This is close. You're doing everything you possibly can here to defend. You do have Zap and Fireball, which tournament level standard. Oh, he also got Miner if he can get a hit off with the Miner. No,
Nice
he's not going to get a
defense
hit off
with
with Miner.
goblins.
With tournament level standard, I don't believe 1 Zap and Fireball will do it. I'm trying to do the math here in my head.
Legend Terran, man. He's holding on. He's got, and there's the Fireball. He's just going to spell it out. Here comes the Zap. It's going to be all she wrote. And the rocket!
Oh my gosh!
We didn't see the rocket! I can't believe it! I can't believe it!
Crazy.
We just needed a Zap. Kais comes in with the rocket at the end. Oh my gosh. That was about as close as you get, man.
Indeed. Tournament level Zap is 64. Yeah, I wouldn't have done it. That's what I thought.
Oh, that's right. Okay, thank you. I did not know that off the top of my head. Guys, the moment you have been waiting for. We are ready for the championship round. This is going to be
Wow,
Kais.
indeed, Darkest Days saying, wow, yeah, I'm a little shocked. I was expecting something like that to happen.
We got Kais versus Legend of Hero. Legend of Hero, if you remember the previous round, bringing that Expo deck. So they'll probably switch things up. We'll see what happens. Finals will be Hero versus Kais. Darth Vader says if he would have not wasted that Zap, he would have won. LOL. That is not the case from what we're hearing.
His tower was 79. His tower was at 79.
Correct. The tower was at 79.
Level 9 was 64.
Yep. We're getting the final match set up. This one's going to be best of 3, guys. So we'll see these guys play minimum 3 times, unless we get a few ties in there.
Yeah, would have mattered there. He would have needed a log or something to finish that out with. I prefer having log and then eWiz. You know, eWiz does cost 4, but honestly, that's what I prefer. Because I always find you get down to the circumstances where you got the Zap, and it only needs a little bit more damage, only a little bit more to if your Zap was only a little higher level, you would actually do the proper damage on it. But having the log in there, log usually does enough. So that's why I like having the log. Legend of Hero says he's ready.
Leave your comments in the chat. Legend of Hero versus Kais. Who's going to take the cake? I'm voting Legend of Hero. I think he's both players are very, very good, but I've just been impressed every round with Legend of Heroes. Just game awareness, his ability to use different decks and just destroy. We're about to get this match started, guys.
I'm going for the best matches possible. Hopefully go to round number 3 here. Just want to see some great competition here in this wonderful game. Game starting now. Here we go.
Here we go.
Okay, Legend of Hero probably going to be
Golem
going
deck.
with that Golem deck and going to come in very nicely placed with that log and
He
Miner.
did everything he could to defend that elixir pump, and it worked. In fact, Kais threw down a log and a miner, and that Night Witch just took him out. Here comes the Knight. I think Legend of Hero is going to play this very, very slow and just focus on defense. Maybe try to get
is
one more
Kais
elixir
using
pump.
Expo?
You think
This would be an interesting tournament event if Kais uses Expo.
it's possible?
We saw Legend of Hero use Expo last game. He does have an Expo type deck.
Kais is going to throw out a poison to take
Nope.
out that elixir
He's gonna
pump.
be using the Golem, or the Golem, the graveyard.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Players playing a fairly slow pace right now. Legend of Hero not getting a lot of value out of those elixir pumps, and down goes the golem.
Legend gonna take that G Fuel home. We'll have to see here. He does have the right chance. The Golem has been drinking G Fuel. He's been hitting the gym. He is definitely bulky.
What do you think Kais's last card is? You think it's a rocket? Probably.
No, I'm gonna assume it's
No, it's Inferno Tower.
Oh, Inferno Tower. Okay, interesting. I was gonna guess it was either going to be a
This just screwed up Legend of Hero royally. He's not gonna be able to break through that. Kais predicted the golem, I think. He's got an anti-golem deck pretty much.
Wow, so the cannon card still a very... I honestly haven't used cannon card that much, but I'm seeing it here in the tournament. I'm really liking it.
Definitely.
Fortunately, though, I'm always playing way too much spam to really utilize that.
Yeah, Legend of Hero really did well with the cannon card last match.
See multiple well-played cannon cards. Bat's going to do a little bit of chip damage, and we're going to bring in that Poison Spell over here on the left tower to take that down just a little bit. Evo is to counter that Mega Minion coming over here on the right side. That Golem has now been dropped. Try to push a little bit over here.
What is Legend of Hero's last card? That's what I want to know. He needs a way to get through. I wish he had a Lightning in his deck. A Lightning would really help him push through that Inferno Tower and take out another card to get that golem to the tower. He's got a poison, that's what it was, and he's probably going to zap now. He's going to have to rely on that
We'll
poison.
have an updated bracket for you guys to show how everything has progressed so far.
Okay.
Another golem dropping down almost immediately after that last one went down. This is a decent push. This is actually not a bad push here with the Ewas and Knight over here. Gonna go with the cannon card. Interesting choice.
Wasted log, though. And a zap to take out those skeletons. He defended well. Oh, that cannon's going to be able to potentially get that in. Oh, and he's going to have to zap it. This is a good play. Poison on poison. Poison to defend and take care of that Night Witch. I think he's going to be able to get to the tower this time.
Ooh,
golem breaks, but it splits towers.
Spirit. So clutch.
This is going to be close. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. Let's see if he golems at the river.
Poison it. No, why? He keeps putting him on that right side. You gotta change the position up. Make him think. Make him think a little bit more. Don't do such easy placements.
Could not get that golem off at the river to protect his cannon cart, and his cannon cart's gonna go down.
Zap gonna come in. Oh, we got the Zap Wizard coming in, gonna help take that golem down.
Oh, both of the golems break. Golemites headed for that tower down to 995, and no hits allowed. Here comes the poison and the miner.
Same position. He should just, if he moves him just a little bit, that miner's gonna connect to the tower and do a couple extra hits.
Yep.
That's a big deal. He keeps putting in the exact same place, telegraphing.
You got to switch up where you're laying down. Miner also with Goblin Barrel to throw the enemy off. He finally does throw it up at the front.
I feel like right there they put it in the back because you would have gotten a couple extra hits because the tower. Yeah, I mean, true. Honestly, Kai should have already won if he just played a little smarter with that miner.
This is a very strong push right now. Here comes the poison. This is Legend of Heroes, I think, last chance to get to the tower. I think Kais is going to finish this off.
He's got to watch those bats. He should have dropped the right down on top of him. Don't let those bats do too much damage.
A rocket right now on either one. And here it is. He throws it down in the front.
Why? That log's going to do it, though. Bring in some poison, and we're taking the first win for Kais.
Wow, well played. They can go in and switch up decks for the next match. Kais finishing it off with a poison. Just slowly beating down with the miner, with the log, and with the poison. Chipping away.
Ricky will bring up. That's on Twitter, by the way.
All right. I'll bring that up in a second. We'll show it.
Will they change decks? That's.
I think they do. I would.
I mean, if I were Legend of Hero, I would definitely change my deck. It's just that's really, really difficult.
Yes. If I'm Legend of Hero, I'm changing.
But then again, mistakes were made on both sides. You saw like Cannon Cart get messed up a couple times. Also, the Night Witch getting put in front of the Golem. So there were some little mistakes made. So the Golem deck could have potentially won. But again, Kais could have won sooner if he had just moved his miner a little bit. If he put him in the back, put him in front, you can see where the miner is going a little bit. But when you put him in the exact same spot, you don't get to think about it. Just drop a troop there and pop. Their miner comes up, gonna take him down.
Definitely. We've got an updated bracket for you guys now, and here it is, Legend of Hero versus Kais. Kais taking round 1, best of 3. Who will become the champion of the GFUEL Clash Royale tournament? We will find out in a few short moments. Getting match 2 on deck. I believe they're potentially switching decks right now.
So Legend of Heroes best season is 52-13. So 5,213 trophies. Wow.
That's really, really high. How about Kais?
He has 5,975 wins.
We got 2
So
pro players.
Kais right here, who's actually Kais is a 38. Okay, right now I just want to show you guys this. Actually, do you want to bring up the actual? We're starting a match right now. We'll have to show this afterwards. Kais is at 3855 trophies, where Legend of Heroes at 4322. Kais is playing very well.
Yeah, that's a great point.
I mean, I've seen him play. I would expect him to see a little higher though. Honestly.
Yeah, and Legend of Hero has to win this match or Kais takes the championship crown. So this is match 2. Kais took round number 1. We are on round number 2 in a best of 3. So if Kais wins this, it is all over. That is a very nice poison. It's going to do some damage to Elixir Pump, Crown Tower, and a little bit on the Ice Golem. Knight.
Ooh, 3 Musketeers.
Wow. Does he have a counter for it? That's what it's going to come down to. He already played his poison. You know, poison log, poison zap, something like that can be a good way to take these out. He's got the Inferno Tower and the Battle Ram's going to go down with the Goblin Gang. He's going to have to log that, and he has 1 Musketeer locked on now.
Did a decent amount of damage.
I like it. I like it. Look it. He's going to lock on this tower.
Here we go. Oh, Iwas nicely placed. Really, honestly, like I said, a log and an Iwas can pretty much take out 2 Musketeers very easily.
Yes. Or you
have to bring
log and a
to
poison.
prevent the Iwas from doing any damage to that left Crown Tower.
I think Kaisa has a good enough counter to stop those 3 Musketeers, but Legend of Hero is going to try and get some pumps down. Here comes the Miner. Can he just stop him? Why did he throw his Ice Wizard or Ice Golem over there? Oh, that hurts for Legend of Hero. Just wasted 8 Elixir. Kais only wasted 3. That's a 5 Elixir trade for
But you can see the Elixir's still very close, very similar.
True. There it is again. Bandit. He's going to poison. And he'll probably
that bandit's
going
to take down one of those.
Oh, wow.
Actually, possibly 2 of them.
Another
Bandit,
positive Elixir trade for Kais. But Legend of Hero is
playing very well.
Yeah, Legend of Hero is putting a lot of pressure though.
Yeah, look at this. Kais is playing so well. Legend of Hero is struggling so much right now.
The key word for Kais is patience. He's playing very patient right now. He's not playing aggressively. He's really playing for the counters, and it's working. Just taking his time.
Usually the best way to play, honestly, best way to play. This is so what's nice about tournament standards is, we see Kais actually, like, once again, who's lower in terms of rank play with trophy count. But maybe card level is just a little lower. You might even have a better player, but just because you got lower level cards, a little more of a disadvantage. Poison, the Miners will hold those Musketeers there for an extra couple seconds.
You almost wish Legend of Hero had a heal on deck. This would be a perfect time to heal. Well, in that poison, they could come out potentially at 100% health. That would be tough to deal with for Kais. Battle Ram. I think Kais has got this thing in the bag. It's just a matter of time for him to chip. And there is the Miner. Both Miners sudden. Legend of Hero is laying his Ice Golem in the wrong place to counter. So kind of like you were talking about last time, Miner placement is a bit better for Kais connecting on the Crown Tower.
At this point, I would have dropped those 3 Musketeers right up there at the river and just, he's doing the exact same thing. And this is just letting
that's true.
Kais just get into the what would we call it, the swing of things,
the groove.
Just get into the pattern.
Yeah.
Throw him off pattern just a little bit. Best thing to do at this point. You're about to take an L.
You got to switch things up. That's your only chance of survival. That Miner's going to connect, and again, boy, he's switching up that Miner placement. It's like he heard you. He's switching up that Miner placement. He's been connecting to the Crown Tower every time. He's going front, side, back, and Legend of Hero hasn't been able to predict where that Miner goes. Ice Golem not doing anything for him, but Minion Horde finally going to connect.
At this point, it's a log and a poison spell, and that will drop the left tower, and Kais will be the champion of the Mobile Esports GFUEL Clash Royale tournament.
GG's to him.
Oh, there we go. Miner's going to get a couple hits off. All we need now is
here comes
one
that poison
spell.
GG's to Kais, champion for the Mobile Esports GFUEL tournament. Guys, it has been real. It's been so fun.
Well, that's not giving too much. This could be it here. This is going to be interesting.
Oh, did we speak too soon?
You might have spoken too soon.
Why
He's
not
very,
bring the
very
poison?
low.
No way! We spoke too soon! We spoke too soon. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Let's go see what they're saying in the chat. Oh my gosh. That was amazing. That deck. Pull it out at the end. Holy crap, guys. That's impressive.
Very impressed. After I said Kais is gonna be the winner, it looks like.
We were calling that thing for 20
I was just
seconds.
about to say, I probably shouldn't have spoke so soon, and then we saw those minions come in. I saw those minions come in, and he dropped that E-Wiz there, not on top of those minions. I've seen that before. I've done it myself. That's a mistake, and he took the L. Best out of 3, 1 match each. Like I said, I want to see the best possible matches. That's what we just saw. Not cheering for anybody, just the best possible matches. Wow, change decks if they need to. We'll get into the last match here. Whoever wins this will be the GFUEL tournament champion. Wow.
That's
all I can say now. Wow, that's a heck of a match. Crossfire, yes, it's the best out of 3, man.
Holy crap. Holy crap. Change decks if you need to. That, man.
If he had poison right away, he would have won Oxlit. And I don't know if he had it.
Did he
or
have it on
not.
deck? I felt like he did.
I felt like he had it on deck because all you have to do is drop that knight, do a little bit of tanking action for those minions and goblins, and you would have won. But if he didn't have it on deck, I could see the problem there.
Right.
Why he also didn't drop the E-Wiz on top of the minions, I don't know. I probably have to go back and watch that in 1.5 speed, or excuse me, a 0.5 speed, just so I could see everything that was going on there. But wow, crazy match. Let's see. Actually, I want to look at the leaderboard here. See where Legend of Heroes and Kais is at. Kais's highest he only has 588 wins.
Kais?
Kais.
And I'm at 5,000. I've got 10 times more wins than him.
This guy's pretty good. You got to say this guy's pretty good. 3855, 588 wins. This could be a new account, but you would assume if you're joining a tournament, you're gonna have your best account, right? Normally.
I would assume so. You know what? Kais is good, but he misplayed. He should be the champion right now. He really should. That poison was on deck, I'm pretty sure. I think he was nervous because you know how poison does damage over time. I think he was really concerned. I think he was really concerned.
That knight would have helped.
Yes.
Here we go.
Electro Wiz could have defended everything while that poison was doing damage.
Pretty much, yeah. Drop the E-Wiz, do a lot of damage, drop those minions down to one shot. Tower would have had enough time, I think. Again, I'm sitting here from the caster's position, not in the player's position.
True. Yeah, that's true. When you're seeing your cards,
it looked like he could have done that. So.
Yep. From the player's perspective, it's tough because you see how much elixir you have. Maybe you're expecting something else. I think Kais thought he had time to defend and just get a safe poison off, but Legend of Hero just threw everything in at once.
Yeah, honestly, right there, it's all or nothing for Legend of Hero. Might as well go for you, Kais, because you're not gonna win. Or excuse me, you're not gonna lose. If you lose, you still got one more chance. Legend of Hero had nothing to lose there.
I'm loving the chat right now. Red X says Kais wins this time. Bionic Dragon says Legend wins. He has better formation. Captain Rudy says Kais is good. We've got.
What does Oxlade say? I want to see what Oxlade says.
We'll see if Oxlade has an opinion on who's gonna win, given the deck right now. I feel like Legend of Hero has really good counters for Kais's deck. He's got Log, he has Tornado, and he's got Ice Golem, so he's got a lot of ways to defend against Goblin Herald, Goblin Barrel, Goblin Gang, and Princess.
Goblin Herald.
Goblin Herald, guys, it's been a 2-hour stream.
Version. Oh, look at this guy. That's massive damage that Ice was dropping there, trying to defend the Goblin Barrel, but the Ice Spirit freezing the Ice Wizard, letting him do a little bit of extra damage. We have seen the King Tower trigger, though, so that's going to help Legend of Heroes out very nicely.
I think Legend of Hero, he's going to rocket. Oh, this is good for him. He's going to rocket. Does he have a log to take that out? He does. So Kais is going to have to get lucky.
He'd be shocked if Legend lost. Legend is, in terms of stats, definitely the more experienced player. But Kais is not one to mess with.
But Kais has a rocket as well. There comes the Expo.
And he's also
that last card, the Expo, he brings it out. Legend has got this now. Legend is going to lock on. No, he's not. He's targeted on the knight. They got to take that princess out. Ice Wiz should be able to do that. Here comes another princess. Holy crap.
He's trying so hard to defend right now.
It's going to lock a little bit of damage, few hundred.
That's going to drop it down to about 1,300.
They're even, though.
And Mega Minion's going to get 2 hits. but they
Log's
got
gonna take
rockets.
Princess out. You know what? Wasted Ice Wizard. Oh, the log didn't connect. He didn't place it quite forward
Oh
enough.
my gosh, she's gonna get another hit. No, she didn't. If she got another hit, that would have been huge.
They're even. This is amazing. This is how you want it to be for the final round. He's gonna rocket that Expo. Good defense. You know what they need to do? They need to go for the rocket on the crown tower. I'm telling you right now. Oh my gosh. Here comes a tornado to keep the goblin barrel away. Both of them have rockets.
Tournament level rocket is 494, I believe.
This is
rocket
it.
coming on top. That's it. This is big. This
One
is
more
huge.
rocket and another rocket.
That's
All
all you
Legend
can
of
do. You
Hero
gotta
needs to do
cycle back
now is
through the rockets,
cycle.
Cycle through the rockets. Don't forget that
Kais
log, though.
knows that. Throws out the goblin barrel. He's gonna get logged, and it is all she wrote. I believe Legend of Hero is gonna take it out
Legend of
now
Hero's gonna
with
take
the rocket.
W. But Kais, I want to give a big shout out to Kais.
Shout
there.
out to Kais,
Played so
man.
amazingly well. Especially, I don't know if this is your first account or this is a brand new account. If it's your first account, you are one heck of a player. Even if this is not your first account, if this is a second or third account, you are still one heck of a player. Legend of Hero, though, the legend is true. Heroes do always win.
Legend of Hero, GG, man. Legend of Hero, this tournament has won by the thread so many times. For those of you who've been here from the beginning, got so lucky so many times, was almost knocked out and barely pulled it out. I cannot believe it. 2 rounds ago, he almost got knocked out, and he should have lost, barely pulled it out.
Drink GFUEL. That's what he says here in the chat.
So awesome, man. Been an amazing tournament, guys. That is our champion, Legend of Hero. Let's go ahead and take a look at his profile. Let's take a look at his Expo deck right
Crazy
there.
game. Nah, I wanna face
Tornado,
him.
Ice
1v1.
Golem, Expo, Mega Minion, Skeletons. Yep. 5,975 wins. Current favorite card, Tornado. I hate him for that. GG's
But
to him.
GG's though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's a reason he's higher than both of us is because he's just that tornado. You know, so in theory, you know, he's a smarter player because he's using the tornado because it's so overpowered. But I just can't honestly do it. GG to Kais as well. Played so amazingly well. Great sport here as well. GG to Legend of Heroes, and thank you guys for hosting. Thank you so much for playing, Kais. Hopefully seeing you in future tournaments.
Guys, just to give you a heads up what's happening for the rest of the day. Sorry for the flickers on the screen, too. I don't know what's going on with my OBS. It's a mess, but I'm going to review that off stream. But just to keep you posted, Sudden will be streaming on Mobile Esports Twitch and on Mobile Esports YouTube channel some Vainglory action. So if you like Vainglory, definitely head on over there. What, about 2 hours?
I think we're actually starting a little sooner here. Maybe I'm gonna have to see.
All right. Definitely.
Follow us on Twitter, guys, at esports_mobile. It could be in half an hour. It may be a little longer than that. Might have a little bit longer of a cooldown. Had the Clash Royale stream just go a little longer, but it should be about half an hour.
Awesome. Sounds good. Appreciate everybody joining. Have a great weekend. We'll catch you soon. Any last words, Sudden?
That's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you somewhere soon on the internet in probably about half an hour. Peace.
Peace out, guys.